President Rodrigo Duterte on Thursday says he believes in the competence and capability of women following backlash over his misogynistic comments. But Duterte qualifies his statement, saying female excellence does not apply to all aspects of life. He says, quote, "I believe in the woman, the competence and capability, but not in all aspects of life. Not you, no, it's just right. It's not appropriate." Duterte says he could not count on women at all times. He cites his experience as a former Davao City mayor, saying he asked female soldiers to leave Paquibato district because they could not stand threats and intimidation. Paquibato was a district in Davao City under military watch because of the presence of the New People's Army. This month, Duterte became the subject of a social media campaign after he said the next ombudsman should not be a woman. The hashtag Babae Ako movement is spearheaded by female activists and supported by other concerned women who want to fight the president's sexist and misogynistic remarks. Duterte alludes to the campaign, saying, quote, "I said I don't want a woman for ombudsman. They have this 'we are women, so you're women, so what's the problem?'" RAPPLER'S CEO and Executive Editor Maria Ressa is one of two winners of the 2018 Knight International Journalism Awards. The Knight International Journalism Award recognizes excellent journalism that has made an impact. The International Center for Journalists on Thursday cites RAPPLER'S work in reporting on the harsh policies of President Rodrigo Duterte. ICFJ says RAPPLER reported the thousands of deaths believed to be extrajudicial killings under Duterte's campaign against illegal drugs. It adds the Duterte administration has targeted RAPPLER, making it a major focus of its attack on press freedom. ICFJ also says, quote, "Ressa is now fighting the government's move to revoke RAPPLER'S license and thus silence it on grounds that the site is owned by foreigners, a charge Ressa calls ridiculous." The other Knight International Journalism Awards winner is Joseph Polizuk, who reports on high-level corruption in the midst of Venezuela's economic collapse. The ICFJ says both Ressa and Polizuk have withstood harsh threats and lawsuits that could force them out of business. It's also the first time both Knight Awards are going to the founders of digital news sites who fearlessly pursue the truth. The International Press Institute, meanwhile, names RAPPLER as the 2018 recipient of its annual Free Media Pioneer Award. IPI says RAPPLER is recognized for its, quote, "innovative approach to journalism and audience engagement, as well as its determination to hold authorities accountable despite aggressive attacks on its operations." The Free Media Pioneer Award recognizes, quote, "news or media organizations that have made innovations that have promoted news access or quality or benefited journalists and the media community, thereby ensuring freer and more independent media in their country or region." Justice Secretary Minardo Guevara on Friday says he is canceling the state protection previously given to alleged pork barrel scam mastermind Janet Lim Napoles. Napoles' provisional coverage in the Witness Protection Program granted to her by resigned Justice Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre II expires on Saturday. Three divisions of the Sandigan Bayan earlier dismissed Napoles' appeals to be taken to a DOJ safe house. She is currently detained at Camp Bagong Diwa in Taguig, where her lawyers claim she has been subjected to alleged threats and harassment. The Sandigan Bayan said there was insufficient evidence proving these alleged threats. Napoles was admitted to the WPP on the promise that she would name and expose more personalities in the pork barrel scam targeting allies of the Aquino administration. Grab Philippines asks the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board for approval to reimpose its 2 peso per minute travel charge. The ride-hailing company was earlier accused of illegally charging its customers 2 pesos per minute of travel on top of its government-approved pricing scheme. Grab admitted riders were not informed of the travel charges when first added to their fares mid-2017. But Grab says the suspension was an infringement of the Equal Protection Clause guaranteed by the Philippine Constitution. The ride-hailing firm accuses the LTFRB board of causing, quote, "undue injury and prejudice to the petitioner." Grab also says the suspension of the charge gave unwarranted benefits and advantage to other transportation network companies because operators and drivers will transfer to other ride-hailing companies given the situation. It also says the suspension should have been delayed and should not have been rendered immediately executory because they filed a motion for reconsideration. Disgraced Hollywood mogul Harvey Weinstein is expected to surrender to New York police Friday to face sex crime charges nearly 8 months after his career collapsed in a blaze of sexual assault accusations. Weinstein has been indicted by a Manhattan grand jury. Experts predict he will plead not guilty. Any court appearance on Friday will mark the first criminal charges against Weinstein. What the precise charges he could face remained unclear. The New York Times and New York Daily News say they would relate to at least one accuser, Lucia Evans. Evans accused Weinstein of forcing her into oral sex in 2004. New York police also confirmed the credible rape allegation against Weinstein after Boardwalk Empire actress Paz de la Huerta accused him of raping her twice at her New York apartment in late 2010.